I have one. Would you guys agree that just like we have the modern day women, we also have the modern day man?
In
Yes.
what way?
Yes.
Okay, so like the modern day woman, she's the one that's talking about she wants to lead, she wants to be independent, she and then the modern day man is the one that's like, oh, let's split the bill 50-50, or I want to stay home, I want to get taken care of, like that.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean so reverse the role,
Yeah.
Mike's
reverse
please.
gender? Excuse me, reverse the gender roles.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. In fact, that's all we have.
Yeah, I would
Pretty much,
argue.
I'd say like
I would argue
90% of it.
that we definitely do have modern men, and the issue is that
That's the problem.
yeah, like my thing is that men acquiesce and adapt to get sex. So what a lot of guys have realized is that, well, if I appease to a woman's ego and kind of agree and continue to go with this narrative of I love a strong independent woman, oh yeah, go get your career, you go queen, etc., they're gonna get laid. I mean, this is why we got so many guys in the comments that are out here.
It's called
white knighting for girls.
It's called sneaky fucker strategy.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Okay, so
no,
I
it
guess-
is.
I guess my follow-up question would be like where does the blame go to? Does it go to the modern day woman? Does it go to the modern day man, or does it go to just
Good
society?
Blame for
Ed, you want
what?
to answer that?
First order, it goes to the woman. Like we can see right in front of us, because dudes are gonna do whatever is gonna get them laid. Like if you guys all decided that you were not gonna give up any sex until a dude took you on like 7 dates and proposed, you'd be surprised how many of you would be proposed to, because that's
Facts.
what it would take. On the next order up, like looking at it more abstractly, I gotta put it on the fathers or lack thereof and their father influence from the previous generation
Good point.
that got us here, because you don't get a bunch of dudes that don't know better and that like won't step into their frame unless somebody tells them it's a bad idea, or there's no one to show them how to do that. And then girls have to step into it. There's the gap because, well, these weak dudes. So I would say, like, right now, looking in front of us, if you want to change things, yeah, just make it harder to get laid. And dudes will like really match to do whatever it takes. But that's all we can do. We can't go back in time.
Yeah. I would just say that regarding today's modern men, they're not strong. They're not really a good example. And like
Like
women say, you know what? Fuck that. I'm just going to be the man because you're not the
Yep.
man. So as a result, I'm going to step up and be independent because you're not being a man. So might as well
So
be.
what did I
So
just?
you
What
would
did
blame
I?
it more on the men?
I would say nowadays, just because
Men are
culture,
adapting.
it's opposite. So
Yeah.
women are becoming more like men are becoming more like women. And as a
For a
result,
fact.
I would just say it's a joint issue because both sides are like flip-flop.
Well, remember we were just talking about like excitement and security and how women need security a lot longer than guys do. That's first of all, it's like innate in women. Women are the vulnerable sex. Men are the disposable sex. Okay, so it takes longer for you. You guys have to have babies and everything else. There's a lot that goes into like the rest of your life. That's why security is like your number one priority. Even when you're having the exciting hoe phase, you're still thinking, well, the part's not going to last for forever. Hopefully, right? But but what you're talking about right now is that when you don't have that security, you can't find those guys, or guys are always trying to, sort of play along with you all the time. And they want to say, okay, that's fine. I'll go halves with you. I'll do whatever you want. I'll identify with you. I'll be more feminine. I'll be more emotional. I'll do whatever you want me to do. That guy is not going to instill in you the idea of long-term security with that guy. So what women end up doing is they get careerism. They go to go to their college and get their school. Everything you just said about like a strong, independent woman.
Mhm.
What does it take to become that? They become that, and the reason they become that is because they can't trust guys to provide it for them in the long term. And so guys go, well, they don't expect it from me anyways, and so you kind of get this feedback loop where guys aren't living up to whatever it is that they used to live up to because that was the expectation of women, and women are like, I can't trust these guys. They're ridiculous. They're incompetent. They're borderline abusers. So I got to do it myself, and I got to do it before I hit 30, 35, because if I don't, I've got all the rest of my life where I have to provide my own security. Or worse still, they get with a guy and they go, oh, I thought he was going to be a great bet. He's not a great bet, and now he's a liability because he smokes weed. He's he's just a bum, right? And you made a bad bet, and now he's someone that you have to actually provide security for him too, because you have now stepped into that role. Women don't want to be in that role of being like the provider and being the dominant partner in a marriage or in a relationship, but they feel like they have to because they can't trust the guy to provide the security for them, and therefore that's why you get divorces. That's why you get women who are like, they don't trust men, they hate men, they don't, they get to the point where they just can't do it anymore, and then they get divorced, and you see the divorce rates go up, or they simply don't get married at all, which is why we have the lowest marriage rate in recorded history. It's 5.1, not 6.1. 5.1 per 1,000 in the United States is the lowest marriage rate since they started recording it back in like 1848 or something like that.
Damn.
Wow.
I would say so women set the trends, and it's the men's job to push back on those trends if they're bullshit. So the trend right now is strong, independent woman, and yeah, I'm independent, I could do it on my own, etc. And I don't think that we incentivize women to settle down. We tell them, no, you can push the clock back, you can go to school, you can chase your career. A guy's going to be there at the finish line waiting for you, but we're lying to the women.
How come we don't have an archetype for strong, independent man?
LOL.
Why don't we have that?
I think you guys are already associated as being that.
Yeah, but we're not, though, because we wouldn't have this conversation right now if that were the case. Because everyone said, I can't find the right guy, I don't want to get married, I can't trust these guys, I got made a bad decision. Men want to get in touch with their emotions, and we've been saying that since the 70s, right?
Yeah.
You need to be more emotional and about all that. So exactly, like women become the men that they want to marry.
Yeah, I mean, women have effectively made themselves. I would say they've effectively been the ones to make themselves almost unmarriageable, and also hurt men, because they've told the guy. And again, the guy's got to take some accountability. That's why like podcasts like this are so important, because I'm telling guys, I'm deprogramming them, like, and you guys as well. Hey, no, you asshole. There is still a masculine born performance. Like, you cannot sit there and let your girl lead you. No, you and your woman are not equal. It's not a 50-50 partnership. It's all a bunch of fucking bullshit, because women say things that sound good on paper, but they don't actually work. You know what sounds good on paper? Communism. Let's pay everyone the same. No, it doesn't fucking work. Feminism lies to women and tell them, hey, yeah, you're equal, etc. You're not, man. We're very different. And the things that women look for in men, from an attraction standpoint and an arousal standpoint, inherently proves that we're not equal. So it's on guys to fight back against the bullshit narrative and like let them, and like I'm telling guys, like, yo, they say they want to be strong and independent, but the reality is they want you to come in, tell them to shut up. This is what we're going to do. This is what you need to wear. We're going to go on this day, blah, blah, blah. And this is what women really like. Even though they can go to school and they're capable of making their own money, they want a guy that is capable of taking care of them so that they don't have to go to work.
Okay. Who's next?
Okay, hold on real quick. I just want to